John's box of emails from Carlene.
All right, so it's Christopher's turn to come up here and say something. So, Christopher.
Hi, everybody. Just wanted to say that I only made one request of Carlene when I decided I was going to do this. I said, whatever you do, I don't want to follow Marty Clark. He's a busy guy. My talented researcher here has worked with me on some of this, and what you may not know is that through Bob's relationship with Michael Jackson, he was actually a guest vocalist on We Are the World. Bob regularly attends Laker games with Jack Nicholson. You know that guy you see sitting next to him? That's Bob. It's been Bob all along. He wasn't wearing the funny hat that night. Here's Bob. He's accepting his Kennedy Honors Award with Barack Obama. Here he is with Bono at a United Nations event. But it gets better. Here he is. This was the world tour. He was up there with Elton John as his guest.
The Queen.
Queen of England and her diamond celebration. All right, well, where else have you been? Well, who could resist taking a selfie with the Dalai Lama? That's kind of my favorite one. You know, he was also, you don't know this, but he was a guest on the Tonight Show with Donnie Carson. You know, you may not have seen this. So let's see, where else have you been? He's been at this way. Wait a minute.
No, it's the Dean Martin.
You were roasted.
Yes.
You were roasted by Dean Martin.
Yeah. Yes.
You were. What are we doing here? Why are we here? Why are we roasting you?
This is a young crowd. They don't know who Dean Martin was.
Yes, we
Never asked. Well, there you go. So the thing is that I've been wondering, you know, he goes to every event there's out there, like every single one of them. I'm wondering this, maybe some of you are wondering, why does he go to these things? And I was at the TEA this year, where I was sitting next to him eating dinner, and he's munching on his salad. And he goes, you know, I just love these things, you know. I just love these free meals. I come to these things and I never have to pay for my food. Unbelievable. So, anyways, I love you, Bob.
Michael broke.
Show me how this is done. Now the olives are marinated in vermouth. So that's as close to the vermouth as you get as to olives. So those of you that have glasses, let's raise our glasses. To our celebrity honoree tonight, to Bob.
To Bob. To the Gurtini. Oh my gosh. It's not really jam.
I think you got the right idea.
Yeah, baby.
happens.
This is the affirmatives of old age. Glasses. First of all, Bob, how did all these people get in your room? It's amazing to see all these smiling faces. And by the way, I want to thank all of you guys for being my warm-up act. It's fantastic. Well, Sharon and I drove over from Prescott, Arizona this morning. I think I know how all these people got here tonight. It's the invitation that Carlene sent out to his friends and former colleagues. It said this was going to be a memorial celebration. Bob's long and prolific 83 years. I'm not saying Bob is old, but his blood type has been discontinued. Bob is so old that
How old is he?
older than his birthday. And every day he beats his own previous record for the number of consecutive days that you've been alive. And this was based on a recipe 1761, which Bob created. Actually interesting, that word avatar, that's a Hindu word. It's for a deity in human form. And considering his self-image, that made the perfect definition of gin. Now there's a wild man's drink. It comes, or should come, with bail money. Gin, you don't know where you're going to end up, but what you do know is when you get there, you're probably not going to be wearing your pants. Well, let's consider Bob's background. He was the third and youngest son of his father and the second-born son of his father's mistress. You know, it's not true that Roger Brogy hired Bob because he took pity on him. My dad thought Bob would end up living in someone's basement. So he gave him a job designing things that nobody needed. A little bit of this. Go ahead and roll, please.
This is the Rob
Silence. We never use the music, though.
Walt Disney's love of railroads. My only regret is this was the most pesky little kid I ever had. In my hip pocket, had I known he was going to be so famous, I would have not mistreated him.
All those that helped, all those that came, I'm really, really thankful. I do want to say one thing. Bob said, yeah, that'd be great to have a vet. You can do it any way you want. And since everybody else got to roast and
I see Carlene is approaching from the right. Carlene, would you please come up here? Walk in front of John Eden. As some of you know, Carlene is quite a show lady. She's put on a lot of shows. And earlier in the year, she says, I want to do a show for you to honor you. And I said, I've been honored so much. Carlene, roast me. And she says, I don't know what a roast is. You know, a roast is a very famous thing. A lot of people have done this in New York and a lot of famous people. Carlene finally decided that, okay, a roast would be it. Did anybody have any fun tonight?
Yeah.
Carlene is one of the loves of my life. She's cuckoo and I'm crazy. And, you should see our emails. We try to explain to each other what in the hell did you say last time? No, it's a very...
I have some in the box right over there.
No, really. This lady has done so much for so many. If you had a very good time, just give her a big sweet hug before you leave tonight. This was absolutely fantastic. I finally learned all my bad points tonight. Fantastic. And there were some good points. We had a couple of good points. We had a good time tonight. Anyway, thank you for showing up. Thank you for honoring Carlene with everything she tries to do to help everybody honor Disney, all the history we've got, and all the fun we have year after year.
we are done for the evening. I want to thank everyone here. I'm really, really grateful for all our guests, Bob Gurr, all those that helped, all those that came. I'm really, really thankful. I do want to say one thing. Bob said, yeah, that'd be great to have a vet. You can do it any way you want. And since everybody else got to roast and tell about the secrets, he told me exactly how I'm supposed to do it. Just like everything else. He says, go ahead, that sounds good. And then Bob will tell me, no, do it that way. And we are actually, we didn't show the documentary, did we?
No.
We're working on a documentary with Bob Gurr, and most of the individuals here on stage have shared their inputs about Bob, and it's basically what makes Bob Gurr tick. And I want to thank everybody, including Monty and Joel. They were part of it as well. And also, I wanted to let you know before we leave, if you want to donate for one of these little doodads on the table, please, by all means. Also, we have the automaton, which Bob is going to be at the D23. He's going to pull the winning raffle. Don't know if you knew that, but you are. No, I just, you know. And I want to thank John Eden, Brian Summers. Thank you, Stan, for helping do this automaton. Thank you, Miss Alice, for coming. Thank you, Bob Gurr, for being alive for us to...
auction, right? Is that still going
Yeah,
on?
we'll do that at, like 10 minutes after this ends.
Oh, after this, well, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? Draw some names.
Oh, draw more names. All right, before we leave, we'll draw a couple more. Where are you going? Yeah.